Welcome to Twisted Tales TV, where every story hides a shadow. Tonight's tale, The Letter That Solved a Murderer. It began in a quiet Midwestern town, the kind of place where neighbors waved and doors stayed unlocked. But one night, that peace shattered when a woman named Claire was found dead in her home. There were no signs of forced entry, no fingerprints, and no obvious motive. Police were left with more questions than answers. Weeks turned into months. The case grew colder with every passing day. Then, out of nowhere, a letter arrived at the police station. It wasn't typed. It wasn't signed. It was written in hurried, shaky handwriting. The letter described details of Claire's murder that only the killer could know. A broken vase near the stairs. The smell of cigarette smoke. The exact time the lights went out, investigators realized someone had slipped, perhaps out of guilt or arrogance. Detectives traced the handwriting back to a man named Richard, a quiet figure who lived only a few streets away from Claire. On the surface, Richard was polite, soft-spoken, and invisible in the crowd. But inside his house, police found drafts of the very letter he had mailed, each one stained with corrections and rewrites. Confronted with the evidence, Richard confessed. The letter he thought would taunt investigators became the very chain that trapped him. Sometimes, killers can't resist leaving behind their own signature. And sometimes, justice doesn't come from fingerprints or cameras, but from the arrogance of a handwritten note. So remember, evil always leaves a trail. You just have to read between the lines. This was tonight's story, The Letter That Solved a Murderer.